Howdy folks, welcome back. It's July 12th, 2020, and the pandemic in the United States is going crazy. People just don't seem to want to take the personal responsibility to do the things they know they need to do to keep other people safe. And along those lines, I mean, we have governors that refuse to mandate that people in their state cover up with a mask. I don't know what the big deal is. You know, it's a personal responsibility for ourselves, our families, and the other people that we live with in this country. But there seems to be so much hatred going on. Everybody hates everyone. Everybody's angry. Everybody's sharpening their axes, right? Everyone's got an axe to grind. Doesn't matter who it is, a Republican, a Democrat, independents. Everybody's sharpening their axes. They're all grinding away as we speak, and everybody wants to go to war because everybody hates everybody else. Can you ever remember a time in this country when people were so against each other? I mean, I really can't understand it. It seems to me in the past, and I've been around for a few years, and maybe some of you younger viewers, don't realize this, but whenever there's been a crisis in this country, we've always come together and we've helped each other, and we've done what we need to do to take care of each other. But nowadays, it's different now. Everybody hates everybody. It's such a divided country. It really saddens me, and I can't help but to believe that unless something changes, this division is going to continue and continue until we have a giant crack going right down the middle of this country. And maybe I'm a little melodramatic, but to me it seems like our very country, our Constitution is being threatened right now. And what would happen? I mean, could we really get into a civil war? Look at this thing right in the middle here. Is that not the weirdest looking thing you've ever seen? It almost looks organic. You know, I see when we had these protests, we had thousands of people walking in the streets. Many of them, most all of them, were peaceful demonstrators and just walking in the streets. But alongside of them, on the outskirts, we had men in army type attire with their AR-15s on their chests. And my thought is, what are you doing? Well, when did we ever need to have armed civilians out on the streets? I mean, if I'm out there if I would have been out there walking and seen one of those guys, I would have walked up to him. What are you doing? Are you going to shoot me? What? What do you have against me? What's this all about? And people running out of their houses, waving guns at everybody, like that couple. You can't just run out of your house and start waving guns at people. That's illegal. What if the numbskull accidentally pulled the trigger and people got shot? Well, then you'd get prosecuted. I don't know. I'm just tired of everybody hating everybody. Everybody's angry. I just want somebody to bring us a little bit of peace. I want our people to come together and love each other like we used to. Maybe it wasn't all love, but we respected each other. And nowadays, if you don't like someone, if you don't like what they're saying, then they get attacked. Oh, well, you're just you're just this or you're just that. Let's put a title on you. Well, you're just a left-wing crazy or a ultra-right-wing fanatic. Let's quit putting labels on everybody. Because I guarantee you that's just one of the first steps of villainizing somebody, of demonizing them, putting them down, making them less than you, or making them less than you or your friends, or making them less than the people that think like you. And therefore we don't have to listen to them, and we can move on until the next one comes along, and all of a sudden then we start calling them names. You know, whatever happened to just respect for people's opinions? You know, it used to be, look, hey, that's your opinion. You know, I respect you for having your own opinion, but I disagree. But no, now we attack you. We tear you down. We look into your past and find out your reasons why. You know, we can't just take it for what it is anymore. We have to villainize these people and make them look bad. It's happened over and over and over and over again, and I'm trying to make this little diatribe a little bit less political sounding. I don't want to get into politics. I've learned my lesson. But it seems to be the way of our country these days to put a label on everybody. Everybody's got a label, so we know who we can listen to and who we can't listen to. You know, I don't even want to hear what you have to say, because you're saying that something that goes against what I'm saying. So I just don't want to hear it. So anyway, I'm sorry for ranting. I know this is a video about Mars, and you know, I'll probably get in trouble again for going on as long as I have. But I'm sad. I'm really sad, and you know, I'm feeling trapped. We're all trapped. You know, for those of us that are paying attention to this virus, we're trying to do the things that we need to do, and one of those is I'm trying to stay out of you know, public places, which then of course puts me at home, which makes me feel trapped, and I get angry. I just get angry at what's going on in this country, how everybody are so divided. I've never seen anything like it. This looks like a vessel right here of some kind. It's not complete, of course, but we see a lot of technology in this video too. A lot of big pieces of debris, not very much in the way of things to look at, just big pieces of debris. And we see glimpses of technology like we see right here. Towards the left side of the screen, there's something there. It's technology. We don't recognize it, but it is technology. Maybe it's in some cases a little bit disturbed, and sometimes it's a lot disturbed. And I have quite a few pictures of just random things on the ground. Right here is something that I've actually been avoiding mentioning. This is this thing down on the bottom here with the hole in the side, and it's bent. That's actually is the front end of a triangular craft. There are quite a few triangular crafts in here, but I'm not mentioning them because we all know from prior videos that that's what these hills and that's what all of this debris is made up of, is thousands of broken up triangular crafts. So I'm not going to get into it, but that's that. So another piece of torn up technology right here. Very interesting to look at. Wouldn't it be amazing to know how all of this stuff went together? Here's another little triangular craft that seems to have a tube coming out of it, like some sort of umbilical or something like that. This thing is crashed. It's sitting there with a bent back. It's like an old nag horse, you know. It's just a sway belly there, but it has this tube coming out. And it makes me think that something like that would have happened after the big cataclysm. I don't know. Who knows? It's hard to imagine even what that tube could be. but it goes over to this thing here, and I don't know what it is. Have you ever heard me say that before? I never know what it is. Now this picture right here, I've done a video on this area before with this is a gigapan picture. The one I had before was not. And I was completely wrong of what I was saying before, and this has happened now several times, where I thought something was under construction, where in fact it was under destruction. It had already been destroyed, and it's such a unique item here, and it's obviously very complicated. Who knows what it could have been? There's just no way to know other than a piece of a vessel. And that's always a safe bet, because the entire Gale crater is covered with nothing but broken vessels. Some are small and some are large. This one's small down here in the metallic sand, and it looks like a triangular shape with a cockpit canopy. And this here is just some debris that's been exposed that kind of shows the technology. At first I thought maybe it was a missile, but not so. Same thing here, and you see these large gray rocks. Well, they're not rocks, of course. They are pieces of vessel. And this shows the layers of how these ships were layered. And you know, that would be one level after another, and they come down on the ground and get compressed. And what is this in the back here? What is that? That is such a strange looking thing. It's almost as if this area here is a little older than the other places that we've looked at. I know that that's not true, but the stuff seems to be more broken down. We don't get very many real clear shots of really cool looking vessels like we have in the past. Piece of hull sticking up there, you can see it's flat on one side, flat on the other, and then whatever else is in the middle of it, like a big sandwich. But look there where the arrow's pointing. It's another one of those purple glowing orbs. Now in this picture it's not as clear as what we've seen in the past, but we've seen this purple orb right in the middle of a dark cross. I don't understand it. I really don't. I've got some things coming up soon with some more of that. Now here's something in the background. You see the windows in it there? It's what was this? I mean, I think those are windows. It kind of looks like reminds me of a train, like the side of a train, like an Amtrak laying there. Of course, that's not what it is, but that's kind of what it reminds me of, those shape of windows. And yeah, it's just laying back there like everything else in these pictures. There's just stuff laying around. And odd piece of debris here in front with what looks like a missile in the back. So anyway, I hope we can get together as a country, as people, not a country, and start looking out for each other instead of tearing each other down. I promise you, personally, I'm not going to be labeling people. Quit labeling people, everyone. Start working with them. Have a great day. Thanks, everyone.